We're back, guys. We are Bias Podcast, and today we're gonna do the player ratings for our for the wonderful victory that we had against St. Kitts and Nevis, Trinidad. That is, we were there. We were at the game. It was exciting. I have Jeremy here with me.
What's the word?
Jeremy, I don't think Jeremy ever do one of these.
Nah.
He never do one of these. It's always Rennie with me doing these. But Jeremy is an expert too, so. That's why we boot out Rennie and we bring the real expert because we win now, but it was a comfortable win. It was a But I don't think I ever seen Trinidad so dominant in a game. The last time I see us play a game that was like real good was I think it was Gold Cup against Mexico, and we still not losing that game.
Yeah.
But it was like a real exciting game.
Yeah.
Well, we get straight into it, yeah.
But
I just transition, yeah. We'll start with Denzel.
yeah.
We'll get Denzel. I mean, a free kick get past him, and I think for the first goal he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, the first goal was his near post. He got beat.
He got big team near post. He was real angry. He couldn't see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, the free kick was a real good free kick.
Yeah. But everything else, I think he was up to the challenge. I will give him an 8 out of 10.
For somebody who never see Denzel Smith live, I didn't know he had so much hops. Like he just get up real high for corners when he come in to grab and thing. For I wouldn't say a short man,
Yeah,
not short, but
short
for a
man,
keeper, he in real tall. The man just get up there.
But I find I remember the Short Man Association, and I saying he short and he still has ups. I gave me ratings 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Then so with the 8, where you go with Hospitales. I mean, he get sub off halftime. I don't know how the game went for him because we kind of reaching like 4 minutes late.
Yeah.
To the stadium, which was packed by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
20,000 and more.
20,000, yeah, over 20k. Well, I mean, if you get in sub off halftime, that means you didn't really have a good run out.
I think it's on that side, yeah, because that was the side with Spicer. So yeah, it's on that side where the winger.
Yeah,
the winger for St. Kitts was.
But the thing with the winger is he was just real good, you know.
Yeah, he was good.
He was just real good. I don't know his name.
The man with the green.
Yeah, the green. Kind
of like a headband.
The one who scored the free kick. Yeah,
headband man.
Yeah.
But for 6-2, so he scored the only concede 2. I will give Hospi. I'll be generous. I'll give him. And getting sub of halftime, I'll give him a.
Yeah, but you see, I can't be generous because how the first half it was too even. To be and the St. Kitts we was playing, it should not be like that.
I give him a 6.5, boy.
A 6.5.
Yeah. Oh, that's something.
Yeah, I feel so.
A 6.5.
A 6.5. Yeah, boy. It's just that getting sub off halftime kind of hurt it a little bit. Because I mean we didn't get to see more of you now, boy.
Yeah.
Chirmingham. Yeah. To me, they just me.
Yeah.
To me, he was the better out of the two. People saying Batu was real good, and I'm not saying he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was good as well, but to me, Chirmingham had a quiet game. Boy, he had the assists. Well, I wouldn't say it's assist, but he kind of stepped over the ball to let Levi.
Right.
I can't remember him making any mistakes.
He was moving up. He was definitely pushing up. Well, you rate him now. How much you rate him?
I'll give him. If we get Denzel at 8 us, Sherman would be like a.
I think at 8.5.
8.5.
At 8 or 8.5.
Remember, we can't see 2 goals.
But still, is that I give him at 8, boy.
At 8.
Yeah.
Same as Denzel.
Yeah.
At 8. 8 for Sherman now.
Yeah.
And I know Batu was a better one for you.
Well, tell me when I was watching the game, little clips, because I see we were between filming and.
Yeah.
Right? I think I saw Sheldon on the ball and I saw him taking more chances. But that's just me. like step forward, and he's usually that type of player too. Through his history as a defender for Trinidad, he's more that's why he on his squad so long. He's usually the most composed
Defender.
player. Yeah, most composed defender.
But
so
the thing is, and I just have a problem with it.
you see a mistake from him?
No, I find the defense in general was kind of too. It wasn't shaky per se, but they were just moving the ball a little too slow, boy.
I would say it was a little shaky because you're right, and people generally fans in the stand was
people who was sitting down around us was saying that as well.
Because we home, we should have been looked a little more confident, and I think still, if we given Birmingham 8, I will give Batu a 8.5.
You know you can give me an 8.2 and thing, right? It don't have to be 0.5.
Now I'll give him 8.5.
Alright.
I didn't see him make any mistakes to say.
I didn't see him make any mistakes either, but a goal score from open play.
Well, I didn't see any mistakes on Batu. I really didn't.
To me, the only person that we getting to him next who to me didn't make a mistake the whole game was Alvin.
Nah, I saw and Alvin though. If you see this though, closer, but I saw, it could have been interpreted two different ways. I saw either it was a underhit pass from him. I think it was into Silly or Molino, like it was intercept or even I'm not sure who it was, but I know it was either on net or the guy didn't come to the ball enough. But as I say, that was the only real mistake I saw. So like when
I never see it.
But I see it. But for Alvin, but I saw when I see the mistake. I saw when he sent the man.
Yeah,
right. But I think everybody see that.
I think that all over the place. Did I lose you?
Yeah.
Boy, Alvin, he had to get the highest rating on the back line.
So I give him, even though we concede 2, well then
8.8.
8.8, yeah.
8.8.
8.8.
Because to me, he was one of the contenders for man of the match, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't have all these goals being scored now, boy. 8.8. Spicer.
He had some messed up. Well, I must start with the. I go start with the missed opportunities, right? He had a missed opportunity. Let me say that. Besides that, generally looked very dangerous anytime he received the ball. So
somebody in the first, I think it was Rampasad, was just playing the ball too hard into him. Like,
yes.
I remember that a lot. It happened like on 3 or 4 occasions, and he had to stretch to get to it, or he had to reach the corner flag to get to it, and
so the pass has been a little overhit.
Yeah, so I think that'll kind of like affect his performance generally, because that's not what he wanted now.
Yeah. And he's not that type of winger either. He's a winger. I would prefer. Well, he's doing running. Yeah. But he's also play with good within, like if you get the pass a little distance, him to run on too.
Yeah.
So that playing the ball a little direct and hard wasn't really working. But besides that, anytime I saw in the second half especially, he was dangerous for the most part. And
and he was giving you that up and down. He was that defensive work as well.
Yeah.
Because we'll get to that person. We'll get to Andre Raymond, because Raymond come on for hospitals, and I remember it had the same one with the bandana. He was getting at Raymond, but and Spicer had to come back and help him, and he was doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Is that just knowing what he could do? It was just a little disappointing not seeing him do a little more now on the offensive side. When we had such a great offensive game now, boy.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 8?
Yeah.
Or you find that too high?
Nah, I give him a 8. He had an assist one. I think he had. Check? Yes. He had the assist for Natty. Yeah.
Was it him?
It was him. I believe it was him assist. Or it wasn't him.
No, he played the ball into somebody.
No, watch. 89 minutes.
Oh yeah, boy.
It was him.
So I'll give him
that.
He crossed the ball, yeah.
He deserved that 8. Or 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
I give him 8.5 for the assist.
Yeah, he had the assist. I forget the assist.
Sorry. That was the cross.
Yeah. Rampasad now, he also got subbed off at halftime. I see, there's just something for me as well. if you not have any best star games, I don't. Again, there's just me. I don't find a coach should come out and say Rampazad wasn't giving us what we wanted, and that is why we sub him off. That is what he I would try to basically say.
Right.
He say he wasn't giving us that.
He wasn't.
He was some word he used when I was like, hey, when I hear it, I was like, hey, you saying that, boy? I mean, it was there for everybody to see, so like it didn't have to emphasize on it now, boy. It probably could have said he wanted something different. But I can't remember the word he used, but it was like, yeah, me, I would not use that word. But he didn't have the best halves, and that's why he gets sub off, honestly.
But I think too, him being overseas, we'll reach to that when we do like I will wrap up. But I think overseas players generally had a little difficult time gelling with the local base players, which just usually happen in our squad.
Rampazad has been a staple for us. Like he's been playing for us. It's not like he don't know. I mean, probably he not got some Spicer and Phillips and to extend Garcia as well.
But I saw some I familiar with him. I just say him being a staple. I saw some key passes he made. Some good link up play between him and Phillips. So my rating for he would be a 7.
A 7.
Yeah. Again, because they're again in midfield, and he was running.
But nobody run more than this man to me, boy.
Yeah, Phillips
is like he's like the pit bull on the side.
The transmission.
Yeah, he's the engine man. He's the transmission. He's the gearbox. He's everything. Boy. He just running. He's a ball winner. He can carry the ball. The man just good, boy.
You know why I thought Phillips was at first?
Who?
I thought I was Mockett. But then I was like, nah, see, he too like big now, boy, bulky now, boy.
Yeah. And for a big man, he just move.
Yeah,
boy.
he was moving.
Yeah. I mean, to me, he is one of the unsung heroes in the game.
Yes, I'll give him a 8.5.
8.5.
I find him getting too much 8.5.
Nah, he was better than Spicer, and he was better than
so you give him 8.8?
Not even 8.7, 6?
Yeah, 8.7.
8.7?
Yeah, definitely.
0.7. And Molino, I don't know who was the man in the match, but to me, it was Molino, though. That man, like, aging like fine wine, bro. Like, not being...
He scored the pen.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if he had a assist. I can't remember if he had a assist or not. No. But he was integral for everything that happened now. He keep the side ticking. He dictated the tempo of the game.
Key passes.
How fast we was playing, how slow we was playing. It was all long to Molino, and him not being in the side under previous management.
Yeah. Well, we
ain't going to get into that. But it was like, you could see it was missing now, boy.
The experience
and dog, the man just silky, boy, the man.
And
he's just a naturally gifted footballer, you could see it.
Yeah. I will give him a 8.8.
Yeah, he had to get 8.8 as well. 8.8. Shucks. 8.8. And Sealy, the man who made his debut.
Sealy,
2 goals. That's gonna be hard because we gave Molino and Alvin 8.8. But I mean, Alvin was like the man in the match. But Sealy was really close as well.
Yeah. Especially for the debut.
He debut.
I gonna give him, I thinking at 8.9, boy.
8.9?
Yeah, because I believe, especially goals he scored at the time he scored.
Yeah, it was important.
It was important.
Yeah, it was important. Goals he scored.
Sure.
But big up Sealy though. I mean, that's the first time I ever seen him play.
Congrats.
I'm not a big MLS man, so I wouldn't see him. And yeah, so what we say? 8.9?
8.9. Yeah.
So nobody getting a 9 on us? I feel he could get a 9.
Nah.
Nobody getting a 9?
8.9. 8.9. We can't. Everybody Everybody good so far.
Yeah, Anuel Levi,
8.
8.
I can tell you why I say that 8. Why I say that 8? Levi, you know his love. Just, I think, coming back into the squad after, you know, overdue return, you know, no fault of Levi's, you know, in terms of, well, now as Russian leagues going on, and his team, Moscow, playing, you know, we can't be too quick to say anything.
Yeah, we can't be too critical of him.
But honestly, running at them, it was good.
It had a point in time where Alvin was just playing balls over the top for him, and he was just running
at them. Key chances.
Yeah, but he missed the pen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he missed the pen. And in the first half as well, you could see like he was like missing. It wasn't gelling. Like it wasn't working.
Like a pass would have go forward from the midfield and it would have been a little off the time.
I see Molino make a couple of passes or get into some spaces where like Levi will have to show himself for Molino to get the pass off, and he wasn't there, and things like that, like smaller things like that. But I guess them, as Scully say, with time, with this new system and this new way of playing
from Dwight,
we'll get to work.
Yeah. So I gave him
a 8.
Yeah,
a 8.
A 8.
How much goals he scored? 2?
He scored 2.
He scored 2 and he assists.
He scored 2 assists? He scored the penalty. No, 1 assist.
1 assist.
And 1 goal.
Yeah. 1 assist and 1 goal?
Check. Yes. Yeah.
Goal, Levi. Yeah, 1 assist, 1 goal. 1 missed penalty.
Yeah.
8.2, boy.
8.2?
Yeah. He scored an assist?
Yeah, 8.2 not bad. Yeah, 8.2 not bad.
8.2. So now that we get the starting lineup out of the way, let's move on to the these guys, the subs that came on and had an impact. I know everybody excited to see what we go and give my boy Natty.
Yeah.
But let me go in order. Fortune, who came on halftime, scored. What do you think?
Fortune, boy. He scored or he assist? I think he assist, boy.
He assist?
Yeah, he assist.
Nobody score, boy. And when he do the walk thing, boy.
Nah, he assist. Sure.
You sure, boy?
Yes, sir. Yeah, good on.
Nobody score, boy. I tell you, boy. When he and Alvin do the kind of sassy walk thing, boy.
Oh, I thought I was. And Natty, that's the same. That was the run.
Yeah, that was the run.
That was the run when he right. Fortune, I'll give him a coming on and scoring. I'll give him a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
He come on half time.
Yeah, but I can't. He scored a goal, but
he was good. He was better than Rampersad.
But I can't rate him as a man who played the full game.
What we give Rampersad?
We give Rampersad
a 7.
Well, I'll give him a 7.5. A 7.8.
7.8.
Yeah.
Wayne Frederick, the second, I think.
Yeah, the second.
I think it's the second, yeah. Debut as well. He came on and he I mean, it wasn't anything exciting, but he came on and he did what
he had to do.
I'll give him a 7.5 because he came on and he was running at people.
Yeah, man.
He didn't shy away from the opportunities he had.
And it was his debut as well.
It was
yeah, I'll give him a 7.
A 7.5.
7.5, sorry.
Yeah, harsh right off, boy. We leave Natty for last.
Yeah.
Andrew Raymond.
Oh gosh.
Who came on halftime as well.
Ram. Nah, again, Ram. I saw what you were saying in terms of the challenge. The challenge he was getting from the winger.
Yeah.
Headband guy.
Yeah. And Raymond playing in a league, he played in Scotland, and I know it had real quick man out there, and the physical as well. To see him kind of struggle against somebody who we don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, probably all you might know him. I just generally don't know him. But he was good. I'm not saying he wasn't good, but I had Raymond like real high now, but in terms of defensive work and thing.
I know. But were you giving him, and I will say why I gave him?
I'll give him a 7.9.
Yeah, I agree with that. 7.9.
What you was going to give him?
At 8 or 7.9. Remember I say at 8. I given him that due to the fact that he came on, and usually anytime a defender comes on, especially a wing back,
Yeah,
it has been a little difficult for them to get into the tune of the game. And even in that aspect, yeah, man, he came on, it didn't have, not to say that any goal score when he came on, so that was until 8. But I just my lone justification for it now, but it ain't really.
I'll give him the 8. I'll give him the 8.
Yeah,
I'll give him
I'll
the 8.
8.
Joven.
100 caps.
Yeah, man,
100
only
caps.
100 caps.
Congrats.
When Alvin come out, I was like, well, what Alvin do we hear that for?
Yeah,
Like?
yeah,
It's only today that hit me, you know.
yeah.
It's only today that hit me. Joven does do that right through and he probably do it, you know.
In honor.
And on hey brother. That
That's
real.
cool.
I was like, but what do we hear that for? Why?
That's cool. That's your love. But I gave him again 100 caps in honor of that, and on top of that, he was generally solid. I think he had assists.
Yeah, he had access, but what he come on to do? There's just my thinking. He come on to slow down the game now, boy.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to play it right here, right there, you know. And I think some of the players from St. Kitts was getting on to him because he was playing kind of too predictable now, boy.
Yeah, I was seeing what you're saying. But he had assists because he come on in 80.
87. Nah, he didn't have
No, he had
access.
assists. Oh, no. But
But he was bouncing it around.
Yeah,
I mean, doing Alvin Jones
yes,
things now, boy.
running hard. You mean Joven Jones?
Joven.
Jones, yeah.
Yeah, Joven Jones. He was doing Joven Jones
things. Okay. Chairman 7.8.
7.8. J-Man badness.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'll give him an 8 as well.
At 8?
Yeah.
For the 100 caps.
For the 100 caps.
Yeah, for the 100 caps, you get 8.
You get 8
Yeah.
and
Still going.
still going, bro.
Still
And
running.
he in the Gold Cup squad.
And he in the Gold Cup squad.
Still going.
Yeah.
And I guess the man
Yeah.
who
9.
9?
Yeah,
the
9.
I feel this
Yeah.
was like, while you're talking, I should be starting, but I should be listening.
And I give him that because of the field. Well, I saw that before the game. I think it's City Sport Diary. One of those pages online was
doing the predicted scoreline and
scorelines, and he was in there and he asked them what sport. Well, he asked like, I don't play football.
Yeah.
So I said to him to come.
He doing that Yamal kind of thing. That kind of.
Yeah.
That
Come and
Yamal.
put that work on the field. I give him that 9. I that 9. If I wanna be generous, I 9.2. Because I feel like he really left the energy at the stadium as well too.
Yeah, boy.
And and that is something needed when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago football, especially when we have home games. You need players to, as well as you're playing football for yourself, but understand that as
people coming out here
people
to
coming
support
out
all,
here,
yeah.
people buying the tickets, people who may have bills, different things going on, they taking their last money and coming to watch and support.
Yeah, who coming from Icacos and all kind of thing.
So just and dealing with the traffic to go by.
Boy, that traffic was
So we just you just need people like the players as well as the overall everyone to understand that is a unity is we need each other now. So I think Natty was playing into that. Yeah.
9.2.
9.2.
And I think he's fan favorite as well.
Fan favorite, yeah.
9.2.
So you get the man match, you say Alvin?
I was still give Molino it.
Molino.
Just because of the whole game, not the overall game, everything. But that man was dictating how fast he play, how slow he play.
Yeah. But you know who's my man in match? Huh? You know who's my man in match?
Natty?
Yeah. I think I age too. I give him like age. We just forget he's a youth man. Well, a youth man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a youth man, but not really a youth man.
Yeah,
what time he come on? He come on 76.
76.
Yeah. And he come on for Levi as well.
Yeah.
Which was that,
a goal from I believe that open play
goal.
And
the composure to do what he do to take it down in the box with somebody jumping right in front of him.
I am that man in match. Yeah.
A goal and an assist.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving on to Dwight York. Where you giving Dwight York? Like, we don't even say Dwight York. Like, we say management, latter be whoever involved. I think King is King.
Yeah, Derek King.
Derek King is one of the coaches.
Well, I'll get the whole my management team. Generally, I get them a. Cause the score, I like to see the score that reflect what the management do. I'll get them a 8.5.
Yeah, I think at 8.5 fair because we had a poor first half and second half they changed it and it worked now. Not like it didn't work, so it worked. So I think at 8.5 fair. And who else we had already? The people at Trinidad and Tobago.
The 12 man.
Yeah, the 12th man.
The 12 and the 13 just.
Yeah, because it was a lot of people in the
It was as a person was saying in the crowd. He say it's time we see all this red and powder Spain, but not in the next winner, not blood. But like you understand? The time we see red and that was good, so I get the 12 man, 10 man.
10. That is the money match. Match. I think but I never see probably when I was younger, but like of general memory, I can't remember anything like this in a while.
Yeah. I can remember going a game and seeing like his problems to reach inside the game.
Yeah.
Not even a World Cup game, a qualifier.
Yeah.
So seeing his problems to reach inside and then like overall yes, basically how the stadium was jumping, the waves going on.
Yeah. And I was telling Scully as well. You ever like watching football and get the smell of football?
Yeah.
I was smelling the football and that's something I ain't smelling a long time. Probably when I was a child I was smelling
I experienced that.
Yeah, but
So them get that 10 out of 10. Yeah. And you're talking about not a prediction, but like the next game?
No, we'll do that. We'll do that in our next one. I mean Costa Rica.
Yeah, all the best in San.
Well, give me your scoreline prediction.
Scoreline?
Because we play in Costa Rica.
Based on how they play here, I feel I won't do a prediction. I'll just say, I'll get a prediction. I just believe that based on how they play here, and they go in Costa Rica, and like, for those who are not familiar with Costa Rica, I think they play in their past, and I know them, and I watch them play. They play very physical
and
aggressive because they be in that whole that they have like that flair Latin America football. They're
not the most skilled teams, but they one of the more fit teams.
And they have a talisman in this guy Campbell. I think it's Joel Campbell.
He's still playing football?
I believe he's still playing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he is still running, and he's right. He have a real good score in history against Trinidad. So, I want to say my prediction is that we go and we do a smash and grab by them.
The thing for me is I just don't want us to be the reaction side.
Yeah.
I want us to go out on the front foot
and dominate.
I don't want us to be coming back and thing. I want us to take forward and go out and win the game. I think we cover everything.
Yeah, we
cover everything. So look out for the reaction for the Costa Rica game and some other stuff in between as well. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we out.
We outside.